Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to NALA's Ambassador and Hospitality Team Insider Tips and Networking presentation for this year's conference in July in Louisville, Kentucky. Quick note, this presentation will be recorded. So for those of you that want to stay off screen, stay off screen. I'm Kate Binge. I'm the membership coordinator here at NALA. I'd like to take a moment to quickly recognize the other members of the team. On the line, we have Ms. Kendall Cantrell, ACP, Dina Lively, ACP, Nina Serrano, ACP, NALA President, Debbie Overstreet, NALA President-elect, Shara Nodarse. So thank you and welcome, everyone. So today's presentation, we would like to provide you all with the info to equip you to make informed decisions about attending the NALA conference in person. So whether you're on the fence about attending or you've already signed up, we'd like to equip you with the knowledge to equip you with the knowledge and assurance to make the right decision. So we'll kick off with a presentation and then open the floor for questions to share your thoughts, address any concerns, and you may have about participation and assuring. Sorry, my notes are all jumbled up. So we will open the floor to address any concerns or any questions you all may have. So without further ado and my bumbling, let's jump right in. I will share my screen and get this presentation started. Okay, it looks like it's sharing the wrong screen, isn't it? Can you all see the PowerPoint at all?
Blue.
It's blue. Okay, let's me. Miss Kendall, do you want to start with the opening while I figure out why it's not sharing the correct one?
Absolutely. So the first topic we're going to cover is, but first, why? And we've got 7 reasons why you should attend conference. The first one being professional development, which is really, really huge. Investing in one's professional development is crucial for staying competitive in today's fast-paced world. Our conference offers 14.5 CLEs during the live conference. In-person attendees will get the entire 2024 conference bundle free of charge, which is 47 CLEs. And that's really, really huge. You can watch it on replay. You can do it in the convenience of your home. I think last year's CLE bundle came out maybe about a month after conference, which is really good. And it's available, I think, forever, right? As long as you're a member of NALA. But you can get the 14.5 hours of CLE while you're in person. And we are required to have CLEs in addition to NALA's requirement for CLE. So it's just a really good way to get your CLE credit. Another reason why you should attend is for knowledge sharing. The conference offers a platform for sharing insights, experience, and knowledge. Attendees can learn from industry leaders and gain valuable insights into the field's latest trends, innovations, and best practices. So by attending in person, actually and by virtually too, you're gonna get a wide range of area topics, and you'll be able to expand on your knowledge and learn from industry leaders about what they know. Another reason is for inspiration and motivation. And for me, attending in person is definitely more motivational than attending by Zoom. So year before last, I participated by Zoom, and that was, coming out of COVID. My husband had back surgery that summer, so I was not able to attend in person. And it was really good. I was more flexible on me being able to attend the sessions. but you don't get that one-on-one interaction like you do if you're there in person. And it is just so motivational to be there with someone in person, listening to them, feeling the energy that's in the room, the energy just from everyone that's there. You go into these conference halls and they've got the music playing beforehand. It just gets you pumped up and ready to learn. And it's just something that I think everyone, and if you've been in the past, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's just something to being there in person and learning in person. And, you know, if you can't attend in person, that's okay. Zoom is definitely the way to go. But if you can make it out there to Louisville, I highly recommend it. And so another reason why you should attend is exposure to new ideas and perspectives. Our conference brings together people from diverse backgrounds and areas of the legal ecosystem, providing attendees with the opportunity to gain exposure to new ideas, perspectives, and approaches. This exposure can spark creativity, foster innovation, and broaden one's horizons. And for me, I'll share this experience with you. When I was at conference last summer, I attended one of the roundtable discussion series. And, you know, they have those broken down by topic. And I picked a topic that was totally out of character for me. And ironically, I really enjoyed it. And so now that's an area that I'm delving more into. And you don't really get that if you're not there in person. But I recommend that you try to get something that's new to you. And that way you can maybe sharpen your skills in some other areas. And then another reason why you should attend conference is for recognition and visibility. Clearly, for me, going in person, I was able to meet people like Deb and Vinny and Mariah in person. And you really, you feel like you know people, but you don't really know them until you've met them face to face. And I'm from Mississippi, which is the hospitality state. And we're just big on camaraderie and meeting people, and you just feel more connected when you're there with them in person. You just do. And plus, if you're trying to expand who you are and get your name out there, one way to do it is just to be there and to mingle with people and to introduce yourself. And I consider myself an extroverted introvert, so sometimes it's not the easiest thing for me to put myself out there, but I just it's easy to do with people that are members of NALA because everybody is always so friendly. It's just one big old happy family. Networking opportunities, you know, we have it says our conference brings together professionals, experts, and enthusiasts from various facets of the legal community, providing an unparalleled opportunity to network. You're going to build connections with like-minded individuals that can lead to collaborations, partnerships, and friendships that can last a lifetime. And I'll share another little tidbit with you. Last summer when I was in conference, I met a lady whose husband actually works for the firm where I work for. I'm in Tupelo. She's in New Orleans. Never met the lady before, but I met her after one of the presentations that I was doing, and we connected. And she has now put me in contact with her employer, and we're working together on some things for NALA, fact and findings. And you build a network of people when you meet them, and the only way you can do that is in person. You can meet people virtually, but it takes it to a whole nother level when you're able to connect with people in person. And then lastly, fun and leisure. I know this is going to be covered by someone else, but I cannot wait to get to Louisville to meet Hank the horse. I've got Hank the horse with me here, if I can get him in my camera. He goes everywhere I do. I take my water bottle with me, and he is definitely a topic piece. And people have asked about him at Walmart. They've asked about him at ball games. And I'm just happy to share, what NALA is pairing with Hank's sake. And he's actually going to be at the conference, and I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait for my family to meet him. They're coming with me. We're going to make a little family vacation out of it, but I'll let someone else cover the fun and leisure part of it. But that's all I have for now.
Okay, so I'm going to take over from there. So I get the pleasure of talking about the city of Louisville, which is actually my hometown. So I'm in Louisville now, and if on the very front page of the presentation, one of the buildings on the far left side that has the little lighthouse on the top of it is actually my building where I work. So yeah, far left, that one right there. Yeah, so I'm actually in that building right now. But I get the pleasure of talking about my home state and my home city and about a little bit about Hank the Horse, which is really exciting. I am vice president of the Kentucky Paralegal Association, and Hank actually attended our fall conference in person at the hotel. And when I say at the hotel, I mean inside the hotel. So he was a huge topic of conversation, and everybody loved to meet Hank the Horse, which was really awesome. And it's such a great charity and such a great thing to support. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Hank at conference this year. So about Louisville. So Louisville has a lot to offer. So from bourbon tastings and horse racing to museums and culinary delights, Louisville offers something for everyone to enjoy. So it is really true that whether you're into history, you're into sports, you're into bourbon, Louisville covers all of those things. So start with bourbon. Bourbon's a huge thing in Louisville, really in Kentucky, but definitely in Louisville. So Louisville's the heart of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. And on Main Street alone, which is where my building is located, there are so many bourbon tours that you can take just up and down Main Street. So we have just a few blocks from me, we have Evan Williams, Michter's, Old Forester, Angel's Envy, and Peerless, and they're just on Main Street. So, and that's not all. But all of those are very popular tours and tastings. And if you come here to Louisville for the conference, I would highly suggest that you at least experience some of those tours, because I've been on a few of them and they're very worthwhile. They give you a lot of knowledge, not only about Louisville, but about the specific bourbon. And you get to walk through the distillery and then taste their product. And it's a really neat experience. So highly recommend the bourbon tours, because you know, you got to at least try it once if you come to Louisville. I think everybody that's come to Louisville has tried bourbon once. So, you know, you don't have to, but we would like for you to. So, Churchill Downs. So this weekend, this coming Saturday, I'm sure you've probably all heard, is the Kentucky Derby. It's actually the 150th Kentucky Derby. So this week has been bustling with activities around Louisville, because we have what we call the Kentucky Derby Festival, and it lasts for about 2 weeks. So it starts around the 20th of April with Thunder Over Louisville, which is a huge fireworks show. And then it runs all the way through the first Saturday in May, which is our Kentucky Derby. So all kinds of neat, exciting activities go on. Horse racing, we had a boat race yesterday with the Belle of Louisville and the Belle of Cincinnati. So all kinds of cool things there. And the Belle of Louisville operates all year long, so you can take a Belle of Louisville tour if you come into town. You can also visit Churchill Downs. I don't think they're going to be running any races at the time when conference is. However, the Kentucky Derby Museum is always open. So if you want to go in and take a tour and learn all about Kentucky Derby history, it's an excellent tour. So I highly recommend that. Churchill Downs is not that far from downtown Louisville, so it's in driving distance. It's maybe 10, 15 minutes from where we are here downtown. So I definitely encourage you to take that Kentucky Derby Museum tour. I think you'll be really happy that you did once you take it. You'll learn a lot about horse racing in general, and also about every horse that has ever ran and won the Kentucky Derby. More stuff. So on the next slide, Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. So the Louisville Slugger Museum, also on Main Street, because most of the things that you'll want to see in Louisville just happen to be on Main Street. So if you walk from one end to the other, you'll pretty much catch most of the cool things that downtown Louisville has to offer that you might want to see while you're here. And you can't miss the Slugger Museum, because there is a huge Louisville Slugger bat out front, and it'll take you right into the museum. You can't miss it. They have a great tour there where they talk about the Slugger bat. You can also have the mini bats made that you can buy and take with you, which is a really cool attraction for all of the visitors that come into Louisville. A lot of the kids around here, when they take field trips, they'll go to Slugger Field or to the Slugger Museum, and they'll get those bats made too. So it's really exciting. That's a really cool place to visit if you happen to come here and you love baseball. Slugger Field is actually on the other end of Main Street where our Louisville Bats play. So You can take in a game. I know Nala's going to have a game that we're going to attend while the conference is in town. Slugger Field is great. It's a minor league team, but they put on a really good game, and everything around there is really exciting, and I think you'll really enjoy that. Another thing that we have here is Muhammad Ali Center. You can take that tour, learn all about the life of Muhammad Ali. There's a lot of exhibits and interesting presentations and artifacts that celebrate his life and his career. So that's something that if you want to take that in, that's something that's, you'll definitely enjoy seeing when you come here. Again, the Belle of Louisville Steamboat Tour is right behind Main Street on the Ohio River. You can get tickets to take that tour, and it'll take you all up and down the Ohio River. It's a pretty cool steamboat, so that's also something that is exciting. Like I said, we had that race yesterday for the Kentucky Derby Festival, but unfortunately, the Belle of Cincinnati beat us out this year, so they got to take home what we call the golden antlers around here, which are actually antlers that they pass from one boat to another, depending on who wins from year to year. So this year it was the Belle of Cincinnati. So hopefully the Belle of Louisville will get them back next year. So we'll see how that goes. And just to end my part of this, Louisville has a lot of great restaurants and specialty restaurants, all kinds of things that you can take in here. A lot of different vegan, vegetarian restaurants. If you're gluten-free, dairy-free, we've got all kinds of things to offer. In downtown alone, there are so many places to check out. We've tried to put together a list for you of some really popular restaurants here that give you kind of a full plethora of types of foods that if you're interested in, you can seek out those restaurants, and most of them are within close walking distance of the hotel. So, and at the bottom of this screen here, you'll see fun activities in downtown Louisville. I covered a lot of those. The one that I forgot was the Fraser Museum, which is history. So if you're into history, take in the Fraser Museum because they put on an excellent showcase of history, not just in Kentucky, but all around. So that is my portion of that. So, okay.
Okay, now I'm up. So as Dina mentioned, there is a Louisville Bats game at the Louisville Slugger Field on Saturday, July 13th at 7:15. They will be playing the St. Paul Saints. Nala has reserved a section of seats. Our users, people attending conference can go online. We do have the link on our website under our conference page to reserve your tickets. They are $11. The Affiliated Association's Director, Sharon Jones, ACP, who I believe is on this call, and the Affiliated Association Secretary, Richard Hahn, ACP, are hosting a meetup for any affiliates who are attending conference at the game. So be sure to register through that link to get your tickets to sit with all the NALA people. Again, it's $11 per ticket. And as something else to entice you to go to the game, NALA CEO Vinny will be throwing out the first pitch. So let's all go to the game and cheer Vinny on. So that's Saturday, July 13th. So last night.
Or laugh at her.
Or no.
You can come and laugh at me if you want. That's okay. I really love encouragement.
So it's another fun event happening during conference. Okay, so Miss Nita.
Oh, thank you. So now that you've decided to go to national conference, now what do? You want to go on to the NALA website and register for conference. Once you register in your confirmation email, you will get the code or the link to reserve your hotel room with the NALA discount. And then you want to book your flight or whatever transportation you're going to use to get there, and start planning out your events. The fun things, we definitely want to go and see Vinny throw out the first pitch. I'm excited about that. And also check out NALA's 2024 Facebook conference group to connect with other attendees. I believe if it's not up live, it will be shortly. And then review the daily schedules in the Louisville area to set your game plan for the week. And hotel accommodations, I printed this and I can't read it off of here. So it's the Louisville Marriott downtown, $189 per night. Oh, there's an indoor pool. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then once you get to conference, what do you want to do? You want to check into the hotel and attend the early registration and happy hour on Wednesday evening, July 10th from 4 to 6. Stop by and pick up your conference bag and swag. Stay to jumpstart your connections. Swing by the ambassadors and hospitality team table to ask questions and receive additional information about conference in the Louisville area. And if you're a first time attendee or a CP or ACP, grab a ribbon and look for others to mingle with and plan dinners, outings, and fun meetups. And most of all, have fun. And then here's how you, this is where you can contact everyone. I'm sorry, I didn't print this page.
You're good.
You can contact one of the hospitality team members or reach out to NALA headquarters for questions.
So I am going to stop sharing my screen. And if anyone else has anything before we open up the floor for conference or for questions, just let me know.
And I'm so sorry, I had some technical difficulties. This is Vinnie Finley here at NALA. Did we talk that next Friday, a week from tomorrow, is the end of early bird registration? Did we hammer that home?
We have not.
Okay, so next Friday, what is that, the 10th, is the end of early bird registration. That does not mean that's the end of when you can register, but that's the end of the time period in which you can get the absolute best rate. So we strongly encourage you, if you are planning on coming, get her done next week, because after Friday, the 10th, that registration rate bumps up a little bit to the standard rate. That's the normal rate. You guys are getting that early bird discounted rate. So get on in there, get your registration. And then of course, that's where you get your, as everybody has said, that's when you get your hotel link and then you can book your rooms and all that. So you really can't book your rooms until you register. So just strongly encourage you to go all get that done. And we're eager to answer any questions you guys might have.
Okay, so feel free to turn on your mic and ask that question or answer them or post them in the chat. So far, let's see what we have. Oh, we have great info on things to do while visiting Louisville. Debbie can't wait. Okay, so Mackenzie, can the PowerPoint be accessed anywhere? We will put that on our website. I know I had some technical difficulties and missed some of those slides, but we will post that on our website in our conference section. So thank you, Mackenzie. Any other questions?
And Kate, this recording will be available on YouTube. YouTube, am I correct? Yes, thank you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me check the chat. Okay, so have we had a lot of vendors sign up for the expo hall? That is an excellent question.
Would you like me to field that?
Yes, go ahead.
So yes, indeed we do. We've got, gosh, I think over 24, 25 vendors already. And of course, you know, we're 2.5 months out. So we're doing really well. We are pacing well with past conferences, ahead of most of them actually. So yeah, we've got a lot of folks committed to coming and eager to get in front of you guys to talk about the variety of things that they can offer you in your professional setting.
Thank you. Let me see, we're getting some more questions in. Okay, what does the sip and shop entail? You want to fill that one too?
I'll take that one. So this is Vinny again. So the Sip and Shop is an opportunity for us to feature local businesses and some others. So some others are interested in coming and providing an opportunity for you guys to shop. These are not going to be legal related things. These are just going to be fun things. So the folks that we're asking to come could be, you know, good souvenir items, could be, you know, clothes, any number of things that you could be interested in purchasing, whether for yourself or for someone else. So that is what's happening on Saturday, Kate, right?
Yes,
The
ma'am,
sip and shop.
Saturday.
So we've got the vendors coming in Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday, we're swapping them with that sip and shop. And Hank's going to be at the sip and shop as well. Just saying.
5 in person. Okay, so we did get some more questions. Oh, are there shuttles from the hotel, from the airport to the hotel?
So my understanding is there is not. Am I correct, Kate?
Yes.
So you need to
Right.
not hotel shuttles. So you do need to
Right.
arrange for ground transportation from the airport to the hotel, indeed, and back.
Correct. Yes. Okay, is there 1 or 2 bourbon tours that are preferred over others, Miss
I
Dina?
think that's a Dina.
Actually, all of them are really great. I know that Evan Williams has one that's called a Speakeasy tour, and it's a Speakeasy tour and tasting, and you have to have a secret code to get in, and it takes you into this Speakeasy room where they talk about the prohibition and they give you all that information. My husband did that one last weekend and loved it. So I would say Evan Williams definitely has a great one. Angels Envy and Michter's also have really amazing tours, and so does Old Forester. So I think if you hit up any of those, you really can't go wrong with any of them. They're all great.
Okay, so we did get another question about the sip and shop. Excellent, super excited to attend. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, can you explain the expo to a first-time attendee? Of course. So the expo hall, that's where I will be during conference, and that is where all of our vendors set up their booths. It's only Thursday and Friday, and they'll have booths. I thought I turned my phone on silent. So there's booths with the vendors. You can meet and chat. Usually they have swag. Also, NALA will have a booth there as well, and we usually sell items and books, and you can come ask us any questions. So different from the sip and shop where it's local vendors selling maybe retail or goods like this, this is more for legal services during the expo hall. So those are those vendors that, help with your legal work. Okay, and then an affiliate question. Will the hotel have storage space for delivery for the affiliate showcase? So yes. So if you're an affiliate association and you are attending and showcasing at the affiliate reception, you will just ship it to the hotel, and then they will make sure you pick that up at the registration desk. But usually it's only, try not to send it a week before conference. So, but just send your bags to the hotel directly. Okay. Okay, so if you are not a NALA member, should you plan to attend events such as board meetings, leadership panel, affiliate showcase and reception, lunch member meeting? Yes.
Pick me to answer. Pick me to answer.
Yes.
Yes. So all that stuff is targeted towards members. However, it is not exclusive to members. And the reason it's targeted is because it has to do with being a member and, running your association, because this is your association as members. But if you are not a member and you're attending, please, we would love for you to join. And you may be interested to become a member. But we definitely want the greater population to understand what we're doing at NALA. It is completely open, and indeed, those public meetings on day one, if someone's actually in town, they can come to those public meetings at no cost. They can't have lunch, they can't attend the CLEs, but like the annual meeting and the leadership panel, those can be attended at no cost unless they want to purchase a lunch to attend that. So please come. We would love for you to join us.
Thank you, Vinny. So we do not have any other questions. So if anyone wants to get any last minute questions in, we still have plenty of time. Ambassadors team, is there any last words?
Maybe I can ask, is there anything that's preventing you guys from coming? Is there anybody on here that's like, should I come? Should I just do the virtual? Should I skip it all together? Is there anything that we can answer that will help you make that decision? Because we are talking about the in-person experience, but we do have a virtual option for those who cannot join us in person. So that is an option for those who are unable to come in person. But any final questions or thoughts or anything that's lingering where you're like, if I only knew this, I would make up my mind.
Let's see.
Give you guys a chance to type some things in if you are so
While
inclined.
you guys are thinking, can I just bump in?
Yes, Cheryl.
So I just wanted to add that if you're thinking about going, but thinking you're not going to know anybody there, it's going to be super awkward. There'll be all these strangers, not your thing. Let me tell you, you will see strangers for about 20 seconds, and then somebody will see that you're a first timer and immediately introduce themselves, and you won't be a stranger anymore. Like, seriously, this group is very extremely welcoming, and I hope others can, you see the heads nodding, and it's just our culture is that we don't know strangers, we just know friends that we may not have met yet.
Very well put. Also, Miss Kara White, she is another member of the ambassadors and hospitality team. So she said, if you're an introvert and on the fence for attending conference in person, just please come and find her. Also, the A&H members will have buttons, so will be easily identifiable. So thank you, Miss Kara. So any last questions, comments, or concerns?
So since we have a couple minutes, if I could just share very quickly for those who might be brand spanking new, we do have an app that you utilize throughout the conference. And so that is your sort of your lifeline to your agenda and what's going on, being able to pick the different things that are happening. And so in addition to this awesome hospitality team, you've got a great technological piece that's going to be very supportive for you as an attendee, whether you're in person or virtual. And then of course, once you're on site, like Cheryl said, you're not going to be a stranger. You're part of the NALA family, and you will just be welcome into the fold.
And Jenny, did you guys already mention the Facebook group that will be coming up soon?
It is now live. So thank you, Cheryl.
Yep. We mentioned it, and let's say it one more time. The Facebook group for the conference, NALACon 24, is live on Facebook. And Kate, what's the best way for them to search to find that group?
Yeah, so if you go to NALA's Facebook page, then we'll have the group, and it's just the NALA 2024 conference group on there. And then you just send an invitation to join, and then we'll approve you and ask all your questions.
There are a few questions. They're pretty straightforward for you guys. Obviously, we're trying to keep the riffraff out, and I don't mean like member riffraff. I mean like selling people riffraff, right? I mean, that's people trying to get in and sell you guys stuff that have nothing to do with us. So that's why the little bit of the lockdown security.
Okay, also, we did get a question. Will there be any CP testing out there during this time?
Ooh. Excellent question. So July is a skills exam testing month, am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And so we are not offering the exam on site. If that's what you're asking, that we are not offering the exam on site. So that will not be occurring. However, during the month of July, you can take the knowledge exam, which you can take any month of the year, which is the multiple choice exam. And then July is one of the 4 months in which it is open for the skills exam, which is that memo, that essay portion of the exam. So it will be open in the month of July, but we are not doing any examination at the conference. What we are focusing on at the conference for those seeking to sit for the CP is providing that CP track. And so every section of the CP will be covered in individual sections throughout the conference. So you can attend all of those tracks as a CP, as wanting to take the CP. You could take one or two and do some other things, but we do have a dedicated track for those wanting to study and prepare for the CP, but nothing on site for examination.
Okay, then I have two more for you, Vinny. So when will
Great.
the app be available for download?
Okay, you know what, Kate, I'm not sure if you have a better answer than me, but I believe it happens in June.
It does.
Okay.
It's CVent.
Kate, how about you answer that for me?
Okay, so it should be available in June. I was just trying to build one to you, Vinny.
I love it.
It'll be available in June. We do use CVent, so just keep those that are attending. We will send you an email when that's available, how to access it, a little how-to. So that will be coming later in June, which is already, wow, just a month away. So
can I maybe do a very impromptu thing right here, Kate? If you guys are so inclined on your chat, you can do like a yes or whatever. Would anybody be interested in a session like this in which we go through the app and how the app works and kind of the best uses and best practices around the app? If you are interested in something like that, oh, somebody's already said yes. Put a yes in the chat and we'll schedule something and we'll do something just like this and we'll take you through the app and explain how it works. That'll obviously happen in June, but the app is really a great resource and tool, and I think a lot of times we use it kind of like, you know, a Ford driving we drive it like a Ford when it's a Cadillac. I think that, you know, we can do much more with it, and so I'd love for you guys to be interested. Great. So I see a lot of people saying they're interested. So we'll do probably a session, take you through that app and help you understand that a little bit better too.
Yes, we
sorry,
did get.
Sorry, Kate. I just told you that's what's happening.
That's perfect. Okay, and when is the hotel discount cut off? So, do you want to take this one?
I think you have that. Is it June 21st? I believe it's the end of the standard registration. Is that right? Okay, so June 21st?
Yes, and while we do still have rooms for the actual conference time, some people are wanting to come maybe a few days early. Those rooms are booking quickly though. Yes. So like the Monday, the Sundays, those are going fast. I believe Monday is sold out already at our rate. So yes, you can still get a hotel room at a higher rate. We're looking to do like an overflow hotel where we can still get you a lower rate, but the days before and after conference are going fast. So yes, even though we do have that rate, I would say, I swear, I turned off my phone, but it's still ringing.
But you know, those are all just people calling to ask questions, probably about the conference.
About conference.
And so I just want to remind you, you cannot book your hotel with the special rate until you register, because that's when you get the link. And that's not a trick or anything like that. It's because we actually have people try to hop on to those discounted rates. And we just, you know, we have to find a way in which we kind of cut that off when people are trying to get a discounted rate when they have nothing to do with NALA. So once you register, you get that registration link for the hotel.
Okay, and then we have another question. How do we get information about joining the NALA panel, are participating more, and do we have to be a CP to do so?
Ooh, excellent. Okay, so I'm not sure if I understand the question about the NALA panel, if you mean to participate or if you mean to watch and listen. I'm going to assume the latter. Please type if you meant the former, like if you wanted to actually participate in the panel, as like sit on the stage. But if you're talking about watching the panel, being engaged, being able to ask questions, being at that level, all you have to do is come to the event, which is occurring at not the lunch hour, it's right after the lunch hour, I think. But it's the leadership panel is what it's called on the schedule on day one, which is Thursday. And you just come to the main room where we're holding that. At that point, you will be able to ask questions, whether you're virtual or in person. You'll be able to ask questions of the leadership panel, and be thinking about what you want to ask, because that we're not there to just kind of like regurgitate what we're doing. We really want to answer questions from the membership about what's going on and provide that kind of clarity. I'm referring to running for office with NALA. Oh, okay. a participant. Oh, okay, excellent. So let me tell you, we were always kind of a little bit of ahead of the game here. So that it has closed for board members for the 2024-2025 term. So we're July through July. That's the board term. So we've already that closed on March 15th for people to submit their candidacy to run for the board. And we have a lot of contested elections this year. So please, you guys, go look at their videos, read their bios. It's going to be tough because, oh my gosh, everybody's awesome, but please go vote for your top candidate. But running for office for next year, because we're already past this year, will open in January of 2025. And then again, closes March 15th of that year for you to submit your candidacy. Everything is online. It comes to you through the newsletter. It's in facts and findings. If for some reason you don't have access to those things or you looked and you couldn't find it, please call us, email us, nalanet@nala.org, or call us, 918-587-6828. I'm telling you, we answer the phone, we answer our emails. If you have questions, please let us know. But it is too late to run for office this year. Please consider for next year. And I'm sure Cheryl is going to be pleased when I say this is also the time we're looking to fill positions on committees, work groups, task force, things like that. So this is a hot and heavy time of year where we're doing that because we want to have a lot of those things figured out to announce at conference. So if you are interested in volunteering for NALA in any capacity, please fill out our volunteer interest form online. That is the absolute best way for your name to get in front of us and for us to understand that you are interested in getting engaged and involved. Those go to us. We send all of those directly to our president. We internally, manage those as well. So please, that's your absolute best way to do that. And I think under about on our website, actually, if there's anything else, I'm going to find how you get to the volunteer form. Is it about, Cheryl? Is it under about? Okay, so on the website, on the far right, there's the about, and that should have the volunteer form listed there.
Yes, about, and then get involved.
Get involved, that's the phrase.
Let me check for any more questions. Oh, did we answer the question about whether or not you have to be a CP?
So, okay, thank you. So to be a volunteer on the board or on a standing committee, I believe those are the primary ones, you have to have your CP. That's a requirement. However, we have lots of other volunteer opportunities as working groups, task force. We have one-off opportunities for webinars or a panel, writing an article, supporting any educational, doing a webinar, but any number of other areas. You don't have to be a CP to volunteer, but to serve in one of those top leadership positions, you do need to have your CP.
Great, thank you, Benny.
You're welcome.
So, let me make sure
You're welcome, Rebecca. My pleasure.
Oh, perfect. So I don't see any more questions. So
everybody excited about coming?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm already.
You're already there. Good. I think I'm really
and of course,
excited.
We have a lot of fun, but obviously we also are very serious about the education components and the things that we offer to you professionally. Those are like kind of the no-brainers. Those are the things we do all day, every day. And that's why we're kind of selling the fun part of the conference, because you guys are probably more familiar with us on the educational side as opposed to sort of the experience side. So we just want to make sure you guys knew about all the different opportunities in Louisville.
Yeah. Oh, looks like we did get a question come through. Okay, yes, hope folks participate in her moot court sessions by Elisa.
Ah,
is on the line.
Yes, we've had some really great sessions, y'all. And let me remind you, you're going to look at your schedule and go, well, dang it, I want to go to that one, and that one at the same time, right? You can only pick one. But what's the good news? If you're attending in person, you get the recording bundle for free. There is no additional cost. You get that automatically as an in-person attendee. All 47 hours will be available to you on demand. All of those hours will count for CLE unless you've taken it already. Like if you did it live, you can't take that CLE again on demand and get 2 hours of CLE, obviously. But all the other ones that you haven't attended, you can attend those as an on-demand webinar at no cost to you as an in-person attendee. So I don't want to hear any griping and moaning when you can't pick, because you're going to have all kinds of options to watch it on the back end. And kind of we kind of want you griping and moaning because we want you to go, oh my gosh, there's so much, I can't do it all.
Yes, so we did get another question. Will virtual attendees have an option to purchase the CLE bundle? So yes, they do. However, it is at a discounted rate. However, it's not free like in-person attendees. So you can still purchase it. Well, you can purchase it. It's just at a discounted rate. And unfortunately, it's not for free.
But it's significantly discounted from the full rate. So if you do nothing, you don't come to attend a conference, you don't join virtually, and on the back end you want to get all those CLEs, that's going to be close to $600 to just buy the whole bundle, which is also, frankly, a heck of a deal for 47 CLEs. But that's what it's going to cost you as a non-attendee. In person, of course, is free. Virtuals get it somewhere in the ballpark of $199. If you attended virtually, you get a significant discount for all the others, and you get an additional $50 discount if you purchase the bundle before the conference starts. That makes sense, right? A little bit. So that's the best way for you to do it. Purchase it before the conference, you get the extra $50 off, and you get that discounted rate as a virtual attendee.
Okay, so we did get another question. I will be arriving late on Wednesday, so they might not make the early registration time. What time will the registration be open on Thursday?
Great question.
Usually opens at 7 a.m.
7 a.m. will be open. Come on down. We'll get you registered.
Let's see.
Will you be sending? Yep.
Go ahead. Nope, me? Okay. Will you be sending a list of things to do in Louisville? We will post it on our website on the affiliates. If you go to NALA.org under our education heading, we have the NALA Expo dropdown. If you click on that, we have tiles, and we'll be sure to post information on that Explore Louisville page. We do have already like where to eat, what to see, but we will have that list on the Explore Louisville section of the conference page on our website. Make sure. Okay, so
these are great questions, y'all.
This is about the volunteer form. On the volunteer form, is there a selection for other if you want to volunteer for anything other than CEC, DEI, or PDC?
I'm going to have to tell you, I'm not positive. I thought there were. Sharon, I see that you're the one that asked that question. Is it because you've gone on there and you don't see another option, or were you just asking so that I could make sure people knew that there were other options? I'm going to ask Sharon to respond if she gets a chance. I know Sharon.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you, Sharon. Okay. Go for it. Yes.
Great. A couple of the ladies that's volunteer for the task force, they haven't filled out their form because they said they didn't want to sign up for either the 3 and wanted to know if there was another slot. And so I told them I'd asked.
Thank you. So that is something that we did not realize was the case. So we will get in there. We will update that form right away, Kate, and we'll get that right away. And you can put other, we'll have other, and then you can write in the thing that you're interested in. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you pointing that out.
Great. Thank you.
Perfect. I have that in my notes to make sure we get that corrected. So any other questions before we jump off? Okay.
You guys are awesome.
Also, there is a good, I was reminded Just want to remind everyone that the CP track sessions do not match the timeframes of the other sessions. So just be sure when you're deciding what you want to attend to look at the schedules and make sure, you know, if you're attending maybe a CP event, but then you want to check out another one, just be sure to look at those times because they don't all run simultaneously during the same time frames. And some sessions might be longer, so just be sure to look at that when you are planning which CLE events you will attend. Thank you for that, Miss Bridget. Okay, let me check the questions one more time. More questions? Okay.
Questioned out.
Yeah, it's like those are all of our questions.
And if you have more, NOLAnet at NOLA.org. Please, please, please reach out to us. 918-587-6828. Call us, email us. We will be glad to help you.
We will. Okay, so if that's all, just thank you for everyone who attended. And just to recap, we will get this on YouTube. We'll also share the presentation on that conference page for those of you that want to go back and look at it. We also have links on them as well. So that's all that I had. Thank you, everyone. So.
Thank you, folks. Thank you to our great hospitality team, too. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
You guys are awesome.